Samara, I think of a fierce competitor, but then joy and smiles and just laughs more than anyone, I think.
Who else was there? Yeah, yes.
Yeah, she laughs at pretty much everything. I feel like that always just makes everyone else laugh. Like, you could be having a bad day, and then Mara's laugh is quite contagious, so you see Mara laughing, and it always makes me laugh.
It is not just her laugh that is contagious. Senior Samara West play on the court is infectious for her team as well.
One of the best things about Samara is her competitiveness, and when you see her kind of get going and get celebrating and she's jumping up and down and high knees, and it definitely is contagious. It gets everybody else kind of excited and energetic and playing hard. So when she kind of gets in that zone, here we go. That we're in a good spot.
The coaches, the players, and even sometimes the parents, they're like, hey, like, smile at there. Like, that smile is so contagious that your teammate is just like, okay, we're fine. Like, we're okay. Like, if Samara's okay, then we're okay.
However, West's volleyball story is not all laughs and fun celebrations. The Omaha native suffered multiple injuries and lots of knee pain during her time in the Cardinal and Gold, but giving up on the sport she loves was not an option.
Yeah, I thought about it. Even my mom was like, hi, do you really want to go through this? Like, I love playing volleyball. Like, I understand I might sound crazy, like, my knees are just terrible and I'm always in pain, but I love playing volleyball and I just love being here at Iowa State.
Samara's a fighter. I remember last spring when someone even just mentioned the idea of not playing, and it wasn't even an option to her. She just said, no, like, I'm playing, I'm gonna do whatever I can do. And for me, seeing that and how dedicated she is and willing to go amidst all the pain and just work her butt off every day, that just makes me want to work harder, and I think our whole team want to work harder by seeing that.
That dedication to the sport and strong work ethic helped West make the move from being a lifelong middle blocker to the right side last season.
Well, Samara's had such an interesting career. She's been through a lot. Part of that process was her junior season when she was battling for playing time in the middle and ended up on the bench for a little while. But really what happened is she was so good in practice, we just felt like we had to find a way to get her on the court. I didn't know what it was, but we had to find a way to get her on the court. And so what evolved was, okay, let's look at her as a right side blocker. She really latched onto it pretty quick, and it was evident pretty quickly, okay, this could be her role. And not just a role, but then she started to really embrace it and get really good at it.
It's helped our team a lot because now we have different opportunities to be able to keep her in front for a middle attack and also keep her behind, and it just keeps other teams guessing, so I think that's helped us a lot.
When you're hitting against her, it's pretty hard to hit around because on the right side, you're blocking the outsides, and those are generally the biggest hitters. So to have Samara out there to shut down those big hitters has been huge for our defense.
West's big block is a strength on the right side, and her strong, fast swing on the ball makes her effective on the attack.
She just hits with a lot of power, and it's kind of funny, but even in practice, sometimes she'll hit our coach's hands on the block, and they'll just, oh, that stings. She just hits with so much power that if your block isn't really, really solid, she's getting kills. She's getting kills off your block. It's very hard to defend her because the ball comes at you so fast.
I don't know that I'm swinging that fast until someone's like, wow, you have like a really fast arm swing. It's like really hard to defend you.
I remember that since my freshman year, she would always be the example of how to hit, because as soon as her arm is up, it's back down and swing through the ball. That's what makes it so hard to dig. People never know where it's going because she just swings so fast.
West's 5-year journey with the Cyclones will come to an end in the next few weeks, but her passion and energy for the game will not be forgotten by her teammates or the fans.
When she is in her zone and she comes off of a huge killer, a huge block, and just gives a giant celebration, it just brings the whole team up. So I think that just raises the level and makes everyone want to compete.
She has a lot of energy, and she just brings like a nice free spirit onto the court, and she brings you up when she's up. So I just feel like that's always a good thing that she has on the court.
This has not been just a smooth, easy path for her, and I think she's a great model for continuing to fight and persevere and having resilience, what that can do for you. I think when you're sitting in the seats in Hilton, you'll remember her smile. You could tell when she gets a big kill or gets a big block, it's just, huge, huge smile, kind of lights up the court. I would guess that if you were to ask a fan, that's what they'll remember about her.
For Cyclones.tv, I'm Danny Orris.